Here are this week's top stories. Dubai Schools Football Cup announces expansion to include other UAE Emirates in 2016. Organic farmers share their stories for the 10th anniversary of Organic Foods and Café. Check out the highlights at the World Championships of Beach Ultimate in Dubai. And we'll show you what's cooking at this year's Taste of Dubai Festival. I'm Rachel Pather. Welcome to What's Up. Now in its second year, the Dubai Schools Football Cup celebrated the sporting talent of young athletes in the UAE. Over 2,000 students from public and private schools across Dubai participated in the 55-team tournament, organised by Inspiratus and the Dubai Sports Council. Hussein Murad, CEO of Inspiratus, talked about the cup and shared that its success will lead to a UAE-wide football cup for 2016.
This year, the Dubai School Cup became the official school tournament of the Emirates of Dubai. And we have partnership with the Dubai Sports Council. And the main objective of this cup is to create a healthy lifestyle for our kids living here in Dubai. We have sponsors, Chevrolet, are providing the opportunity for all the winners in each category. We have 4 categories: boys under 12, under 14, under 16, and the girls under 17. All the winners of each category have the chance to go to Manchester United to be trained by Manchester United coaches, and as well to watch the Manchester Derby on April 12, Man City against Man United. It's a lifetime, basically, trip for them to inspire them. What does it take for them to become more and more and better player? See, as you see here, a lot of emotions are here on each field. We have 7 fields where the games are played. We have almost 50 to 60 games every week for 6 weeks in a row. You have Michel Salgado, you see, he's very popular. All the kids always around him. He's a tournament director. And not only he inspired the kids, but also he's bringing this world-class management to the tournament. We have been asked by so many other schools in Abu Dhabi, in Sharjah, and Ras Al Khaimah to play in this tournament. We told them next year we're gonna make this a UAE-wide cup. So this will become the Dubai School Cup with this success. The third year will become the UAE School Cup, where we will have the Dubai Cup, the Abu Dhabi Cup, the North America Cup, and the winners from each cup. In each category, we play for the final, the Super Cup for the whole UAE.
Here are more highlights of the cup.
It's becoming one of the biggest competitions in terms of schools, and we want to go further, and we are planning, try to organize a big one through the whole country, the whole UAE. It's not only about the competition itself, but the chance to give them the opportunity, obviously to compete as well, get an education through the sports and through football.
Any kind of sport make us fit.
I like the sport. I like the game. And I love my teammates and our coaches, of course.
It's my passion. It's just like amazing.
Because there's always a strategy in the game. So there's people who have to move a lot, and it helps you lose weight, and it keeps you fit. Parents used to play football when they were younger, so that kind of inspired me. but I also play it because it's my number one favorite sport and it's my passion. Football does keep you healthy and fit because there's a lot of movement, and then there's going to be a lot of practices, there's stretches, and there's a lot of things you have to practice to be good at football.
The availability of fresh and organic produce is an important factor in the promotion of healthy eating habits here in the region. The Organic Foods and Café is one of the biggest suppliers of organic products, making such an availability possible for UAE and GCC residents for the past 10 years. As part of their 10th year anniversary, I was invited to meet some of the organic farmers to understand where their food is coming from. Check out how it went. I'm here at the Organic Foods and Café in Dubai, which is celebrating 10 years of business here in the UAE. Today I'm going to be lucky enough to meet some of the farmers that supply their produce and encourage residents of the UAE to live a healthy organic life. With me now is Nils, who's the founder and CEO of Organic Foods and Café. So firstly, Nils, congratulations on your 10-year anniversary here.
Thanks a lot.
And can you tell me, how has the business evolved over that time since you first opened in 2005?
Well, it was just a single store when I first opened. We opened a second one shortly after that. It was basically really catering for the Western expats at that time, because they were the only ones who really understood the concept. And it took a while later for everybody else to latch on. I think the big change happened when we grew bigger. We moved into Dubai Mall with a really big store. That was the world's biggest store. And then the recession struck. And that's where everything changed. I think we had to focus more on the local population so that we would still have customers when there's a recession or something. And really the whole spectrum opened up. Everybody else started coming into our store. And it's been great. It's been great. We've been buying from the same family farms the whole time. We've been supporting the same family farms. We've met our goals. It was incredibly difficult, a lot of losses, but we're on track. Family farms, family businesses, not solely profit oriented.
And it's great. I mean, you've brought a lot of the farmers here today as well. Why is it important for you to meet with the farmers and know them on a personal level?
It starts in the farm. You know, we've got the sun. Once we've got good water, the next bit is healthy soil and the stewardship of the soil. And if everything is right on that first primary level, the rest knock-on effect is right. So if we're not even right at stage one, nothing after that's going to be right. So the farmers really, it's important. They got stewardship of the land. They take care of our environment. And if we get our environment right, so it's pesticide-free, fertilizer-free, then we will get the right crop. And with the right crop, we can get the right products, and on and on and on. So it really starts there.
Well, thank you very much and congratulations on 10 years.
Thank you.
With me, I'm lucky enough to have Shaker Al-Mahiri, who's the founder of Organic Oasis. So Shaker, can you tell me a bit more about the concept?
Definitely. Good morning. How are you? I've looked around and I'm a consumer of organics and I love, eating healthy and reading all the labels and, staying fit. And that's what most people are, always in the gym and all. And I've always been interested in the type of food that I put in my body. And looking around that most of us locals have the accessibility to our own family-owned farms, but none of us actually used our farms correctly. So I decided to go have a step ahead and just go and farm my own farm and see how it's gonna go. Trusting the process from seed up until harvest and knowing and trusting what type of product that I'm getting. And once I did that, I started to see that the production was huge. It wasn't like it's just for home consumption. It was like a market consumption. So I decided to start the Organic Oasis from it, just to make it as an initiative to advocate for local organic.
I'm from Central West New South Wales. We're supplying organic beef and lamb to Organic Foods and Café. We've been doing so for about 6 years.
So you follow an organic lifestyle as well?
Yeah, we do. We eat as much organic product as we can.
What about the people that you supply to? Have you seen a change in demand and in consumer awareness?
Yeah, certainly 20 years ago, most people in Australia didn't know what organic was. And it was sort of starting to get a little bit of momentum maybe 15 years ago. But before that, we had to educate everybody, you know, would you like to buy some organic beef? This is what organic beef is. But now the consumer has an idea or knows automatically what organic is.
Send over organic blueberries, and I have been doing it for 9 years. So it's been a great association over that time.
And tell me about some of the benefits of, besides that you originally saw it as maybe more financially lucrative, some of the health benefits as well.
Yeah, well, that obviously changed after being involved with organic for some time. Obviously, blueberries have great health benefits and high antioxidants, and it's just a fantastic product to be working with.
Well, we supply apples and pears to Organic Food and Café.
And you've noticed a change in your health since you went organic?
Oh yes, of course. So, well, you see, after that I still had a long history about cancer. I had some cancer operations afterwards, but now I'm free since 2000. I haven't had anything more. And we eat just organic at house. Our children are all healthy, and well, that's all fine now.
Excellent. Well, long may it continue.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you.
We grow seasonal vegetables, so whatever grows in the summer, we'll have it. Lettuces, herbs, tomatoes.
And how long have you been doing this for?
We started in 1989. My husband used to be in business, and he had a mad passion to go farming. So kicking and screaming, I was dragged with him, and we've done very well.
And do you eat organic as well? Can you tell me about some of the benefits of organic?
Health-wise, we've always had the philosophy at home as a family that if we want people to buy our own product, then we should buy theirs. So we have always used organic product. But you don't go to the doctor nearly so often, ever. So
not as many toxins in your body, I
no,
guess.
not at all.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for coming out to the UAE, and thank you for I've had a great morning down here at Organic Foods and Café, where I've met farmers from all over the world. Now it's back to the studio. Now don't go anywhere, because after the break, check out the highlights at the World Championships of Beach Ultimate in Dubai. And we'll show you what's cooking at this year's Taste of Dubai Festival. Dubai's great weather and wonderful beaches make it the perfect venue for international outdoor sporting events. From March 8 to 15, teams from all around the world gathered at the JBR Beach to compete at the World Championships of Beach Ultimate. Beach Ultimate is a fast-paced team sport and is a combination of football, American football and basketball, but played with a flying disc, more popularly known as Frisbee. It's played on a field or court with an end zone at each end. Practiced by men and women, teams consist of 5 players on the field with unlimited substitutions after each point scored. The objective of the game is to catch the disc in the end zone of the opponent, like in American football, in order to score a point. The Dubai event is the 4th World Championship after Portugal in 2004, Brazil in 2007 and Italy in 2011. Physique TV took a day out at the beach to bring you some of the highlights.
So what you'll find on the beaches of JBR here are something like 71 teams from 20 plus countries that are here to compete for the prize of the World Championships, the title holder. We've got 7 divisions, open, which is men's, mixed and women's in different age group categories. So what you're seeing today is pool play. Teams are playing each other on 10 fields on JBR Beach, but it's a very athletic game. It's a very skillful game, and it's actually kind of magical in the sense that you have that disc floating and flying in the air, and watching it and seeing that, it's very dramatic, very exciting, not just for the players but for the crowd as well. We put a bid out a couple of years ago to the Beach Ultimate Lovers Association and the World Flying Disc Federation to host the tournament here, and they made that decision. But I think actually they decided to come here because we had an excellent bid, a very colourful bid. Dubai is a different country, right? It's typically, the competition is typically held in, say, Europe or America, or South America even. And I think they wanted to bring ultimate players to a different part of the world, give them an experience and show them that what you see in the press and the media isn't always quite the same, I think. You know? So I think it's a mixture of things along those lines. Yeah.
The 8th edition of the Taste of Dubai Festival took place at the Dubai Media City grounds. The festival was packed with exclusive restaurants, celebrity chefs, cooking classes, and an incredible lineup of artists at the entertainment stage. This year, Gabriella visited Taste of Dubai with Firas to see what's in store. Gabriella is here with us to talk about her experience. Hey Gabriella, it's been ages. Welcome to What's Up. How are you?
Hi Rachel, I'm good, thanks. And you?
I'm doing great, thanks. So firstly, I want to ask, how did you find the Taste of Dubai this year? Because you've been the past years as well, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. I was at the Taste of Dubai last year and I was just thinking about how quickly 1 year went by. It's happening again, this time for the 8th time, and I'm loving it. It's just as fun as last year, I must say.
And also, I must say, a massive congratulations, because you're pregnant now, and I'm sure you have a lot of food cravings. Have you managed to satisfy them all there?
There are so many choices here, really. I think for any pregnant woman, the Taste of Dubai is the perfect place to be at because there's so many choices from seafood to meats to vegetables, healthy and sinful. Whatever craving you have, you'll definitely find what you need.
And what were some of these dishes that you tried out?
I went to the festival with Firas and we tried out a lot of different dishes at the various stands. So we started out with dim sum. I had the shrimp dim sum. I was a little bit concerned at first because I was thinking maybe the seafood might be quite risky since I'm pregnant, but they reassured me that it was well cooked, and so I just went ahead and enjoyed it. It tasted very, very authentic. So the second dish we tried was Korean maki. This sounds quite unusual, I realize that, because we're usually used to Japanese maki and sushi. But the good thing about this maki was that it was not raw, so it was all cooked vegetables. There was radish in there, cucumber, I think there was pepper, carrot, and egg as well. And it tasted really, really different from like Japanese sushi because there was sesame seed oil in it, and it was kind of neutral. It tasted really good, and it's perfect for people who are pregnant. I mean, you get the benefits of sushi, but without the seafood, so perfect. Another added plus was that I was born in Seoul in South Korea, so I got all nostalgic and it reminded me of home in a way. The next stop was the ceviche stand. At first, I was really envious of Firas because, of course, he gets to eat all of this raw seafood and fish. It's actually sea bass, but I just had to watch him, I guess. But I had an alternative choice. They offered me quinoa and short rib. I couldn't stop eating the short rib and the quinoa, actually. It tasted so good. The quinoa had so many fresh vegetables in it, like avocado and lots of other delicious vegetables. And the short rib had been cooked for 36 hours, apparently. So it was so tender. It was just falling apart and melting in my mouth. I tried to ignore Firas and his ceviche just for a moment and just focused on my food. So after all of these exotic dishes, we decided to go for something a little bit more familiar. We went for a dish of risotto with chicken, and the chicken was so delicious because it was so tender, and the risotto was prepared with a fresh tomato sauce. And they reassured us that they prepared it with olive oil and not butter, so a healthy option.
Yum, that sounds amazing. I so wish I went with you guys.
You were definitely missed here, Rachel, and I hope you can join us next year.
Yes, hope to come next year. So before we let you go, I hear you've got some special episodes of The Good Life coming out this April.
Yes, April is definitely going to be very exciting. We have some special episodes coming up for moms-to-be. We're going to cover really interesting topics about fitness, nutrition. We're going to feature some delicious recipes that are perfect for moms-to-be and moms on the go. We also are going to present some exercises that are safe to do during pregnancy. And of course, we're going to meet some very inspirational moms. For example, Angela Missoni.
We're super excited for these episodes and of course for your first baby too. So we wish you a very healthy delivery.
Thank you, that's so sweet of you to say. I'm really, really excited. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Gabriella.
Coming up this week on Physique TV. It's going to be a great recipe day for vegetable lovers because on this week's episode of Fit Chef Jules Aziz, Chef Neda Frege and sports nutritionist Dana Al-Nema will show us how to prepare stuffed eggplant main course plus a side dish of lentil soup.
بعتقد البندورة والباذنجان كله اندمج مع بعض، فهلا رح نحطهم.
بدك معلقة نظيفة؟
أو معلقة نظيفة، شكرا.
والله ما فلتت. جد طباخ شيف. هاي الوجبة تقريبا إذا طلعنا على الكالوري كالكوليشن فيها تقريبا 350 كالوري لكمية لشخص واحد، لأنه اللحمة شوي عالية بالكالوريز بس الباذنجان والصوص ما فيهم أي. إذا مثلا ما بدكم سايد ديش معهم تقدروا تاكلوا الأربع قطع يعني، بس هاي هي الكمية لشخص واحد.
وما فيها زيوت
كلها
كتير.
بشهي.
وهذا كان هو طبقنا الرئيسي. إن شاء الله يعجبكم.
صحتين وعافية. وهذا كان طبقنا لليوم. شو رح تحضر لنا سايد ديش اليوم معه؟
هلا بدنا نسوي شوربة العدس.
أيوة.
فرح نستعمل طبعا عدس.
عدس أحمر.
عدس أحمر.
أوكي.
فيك تستعمل عدس أسود إذا ما بتلاقوا عدس أحمر.
أوكي.
رح نستعمل شوية رز، معلقة رز صغيرة.
أوكي لأننا نقلل الكارب. أوكي.
ورح نستعمل كمون، ورح نستعمل ليمون حامض شوي وملح وبهار.
On The Good Life, Gabriella's first stop is Pax restaurant at Dusit Thani, Dubai, where she'll meet up with Chef Carmela Rossellini to cook up a healthy pasta dish. She's also going to check out Nam Spa, where Physique TV presenter Faraz will experience a men's facial treatment.
After the massage, she applied a face mask onto Firas's skin. This mask was left on his skin for about 15 minutes so that it could really activate within the skin. So Firas has just finished his facial. Hi Firas, how did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was amazing. I feel so good now.
How often do you get facials?
Well, actually not that much, like maybe 2 or 3 times every 3 months.
So what was your experience during the facial? How did you feel?
Well, I was trying not to knock out most of the time because it was so nice, relaxing, and they was using some product was make me feel so relaxing.
Due to insistent public demand, we are showing 1FC Age of Champions this Friday at 10 p.m. KSA. If you missed the live event, this is your chance to see these unstoppable fighters battle it out for glory. Also starting March 29th, watch out for our all-new episodes of MMA All Out. Our Arabic MMA experts Rio and Ali will give us their insight on the action-packed 1FC Age of Champions. Watch out for their blow-by-blow recap and post-fight views. I'm Amy, and I'll see you next time.
Again, here are this week's stories. Dubai Schools Football Cup announces expansion to include other UAE Emirates in 2016. Organic farmers share their stories for the 10th anniversary of Organic Foods and Café. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you have any comments or suggestions, connect with us on our social media pages. I'm Rachel Pether. See you next time.